Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the podcast, the
The
Freshman
freshman
Podcast,
podcast, excuse you.
featuring Snoopy. How are you today, Schmoops?
Yes, I'm Snoopy.
Okay.
We're off to a great
Okay, so I just want to say that this podcast was supposed to start a few months ago.
Yeah, about a month ago by now, yes.
Yes, but I took a long hiatus from video games in general. I was just so stressed that I could not sit down for more than 20 minutes and just play like a video game without just getting irritated. So we're now here.
Right.
Oh God. Alright. So basically, it's been a wild one already. It's been like a few days and it's already been like super wild and annoying. So we're almost 3 fights. But no one got expelled. Actually, no, wrong. Like 4 or 5 fights. 2 of them consist of the same girl, and then the other ones are just completely random people. There's already like so much. The thing is like when you're a freshman, like you don't really see a lot of the stuff because like you see the pictures and you see like everybody else doing whatever, right?
You go to
However,
Snapchat, your friend
yeah,
sends you it.
yeah. However, when you get there, it's just like, God damn, it's a lot worse than it actually is. So this one girl, for the purpose of keeping her like, down low, we're gonna call
Secret.
her, yeah, we're gonna call her. What should we call her? Let's call her Leah. So Leah is
That's an actual name, though.
yeah,
Okay,
but it's not her
anyways,
name. It's not her name. Okay, to clarify, it's not her actual name. So let's say Leah is a little bit of a blabbermouth, and Leah likes to talk a lot. So Leah gets into a lot of trouble. So the first fight of the school year was actually Leah's fight, because she threw a Chromebook, a milk, a notebook at another student, and they fought because they had beef or something. That happened. Leah lost badly. She fell.
That's the important detail. Leah lost.
This is gonna be something that's you're gonna see why it's important. So next fight.
I already know it's important.
Next fight. So it's about, I want to say, a few weeks after. Leah continued talking about this one girl. Now this one girl, let's call her. Give me a name. Give me a random name. It's a girl. Huh?
D.
Alright, so D. Let's call this girl D. Now, D doesn't let's say D is very, I don't want to say aggressive, however, is ready to fight someone if they have to. So Leah and D had beef for a while, all the way back to elementary school. However, it really started to flare up this particular week for the sole purpose of Leah talking about D's brother. So now they're going to fight. However, Lee snitched on D. So Lee snitched on D because she was scared to get into the fight. However, she still went on her bus to like go fight or whatever. However, Lee's dad went to go pick her up, recording us saying not to fight. D already fed up, punches her, and then they get to fighting. Lee's dad is like recording this fight completely.
Why is he recording it?
That's what I said. He's recording it, and his daughter, his daughter is getting her ass whooped. So we're just kind of sitting like,
yes,
damn,
this will be very good for my newspapers.
This is hilarious. We're just, everybody's yelling in the background, fuck it up, and it's hilarious because they're both pulling hair. And at the end of the fight, Leah lost. Not surprising, Leah lost, and D walked away with a bunch of hair, like a handful of hair. However, Leah's dad called the cops on D. So now D is now on probation for assault. For an assault charge. and it has to go to court to either if she gets found guilty, she's on probation. If she's found not guilty, she has to go to juvie. This is
Picture this all, and so far it's very unnecessary, but
it's all unnecessary. However, we're gonna stick with the girls. We're gonna stick with the girls. So now we're gonna go with the next girl. Her name is for our story purposes, let's call her A. This is still first quarter of school. Let's call her A. So A.
It's still first quarter. Right.
Yeah. So A, you know, from the outside, she looks like your regular average high school girl. She's like nice, she's pretty, yada yada yada, the whole 9 yards. You would think nothing's wrong. So, since you're a freshman, you don't know a lot about the people in higher grades. Now, A failed 9th grade, so she's repeating 9th grade. That's why I can tell the story. So, A is dating my friend. Let's call him L. Now, L, nice guy, very nice guy, love him to death. So, L and A are dating for a while, few months, and L joins A's high school, the high school we are in. So, now, everything's kind of being shown. So, A is kind of a little bit of a... So, she's like talking to other guys, you know, getting their Instagrams, yada yada yada. In front of L.
Jesus, okay.
And I'm kind of like, yo, I pulled him to the side one day, I'm like, yo, you gotta like break up with her. And he talks to her about it, they're still together. Oh god. So, one day, I'm on a call with, I'm on a call with my friend, let's call them M. Now, me and M just became friends, not like the day before all this occurred. So we're just kind of talking, and I joined a video call with all her friends, and I see one of my friends, and L's there. So me and L are chatting, and L casually mentions that he's dating A. Now, we're gonna bring in a new character, H. H is A's cousin. That's gonna be important. So when
I gotta write this down for the test later.
So when H hears out that L is dating A, she freaks out, she panics, she stops talking, and kind of pulls us both to the side and is like, are you sure? We're both saying there like, yes, we're sure, we're positive, we show screenshots of proof, yeah, the whole 9 yards. So, now we reintroduce a new character, D. Now, D is A's boyfriend.
I thought we already had a D.
No. We have L, A, H, and that's it. That's all the letters. Oh, no, like D. Oh, yeah, D. Okay, never mind. So, we'll, let's see. Okay, W. So, so W is A's boyfriend. Now, W, he just seems like the normal guy. However, there's a twist to it. A is pregnant with W's kid.
Wait, how old are these people?
15.
Alright. Someone wanna play an FBI sound alert? Oh, wait, I'm not on Twitch.
So yeah. So now we get the whole rundown how A's been cheating on L with W, and W's the father of this kid. So they break up. A doesn't even apologize. He's like, yeah, okay, we're done. Alright, stop talking. So all that happens. L's like sad about it, you know, of course. Now here's a little funny part. This is karma. A week later, A has a miscarriage.
A what?
A miscarriage. A miscarriage. You know, when you lose your baby.
I know what that is.
When you lose your baby.
Oh no! Why would I learn that?
So you get pregnant, and if you lose the baby, it's called a miscarriage. Just alright. So A loses her baby I think a few months in, or a few weeks in. Now L is in this little bit of mad, but also happy. So now he's saying, and I quote, he's smoking the baby. Like, he's disrespecting the baby. So I'm like, oh. So now that back and forth is going on between A and L. And now L's saying, now L's disrespecting the baby. A's like, oh, you wouldn't say that to my face. The back and forth. However, eventually at some point, it goes down. And then literally 2 days later, A is caught with someone I know. I won't give him a name because he's not relevant to the story besides this one part. So, A and random person is doing in the bathroom. Literally 2 days after they broke up.
I already resigned. No, the ideal is gonna be whoever has the better story gets to go first next time, and right now you're at like a plus 50 point advantage.
okay, this all happened in like a few weeks.
Yeah, that's probably why you have so much details.
Yeah. And then like, a little time later, I get a message from W asking if my friend was really dating her. I sent screenshot proof, all the 9 yards. I did this twice. The first time, it was when she was pregnant. The second time after she was pregnant. Cause I told him to break up with her. He didn't do it. So now I'm convincing him to do it again. This is 2 times, and I'm expecting him to go a 3rd time. But there's one last bit. So, as every high school does, they have their football teams, right? Now, our football team is good one week, good the other week, sometimes bad the next week. So, this was Friday. This Friday, or last Friday. So last Friday, this was fresh in my mind. Everything is going good, besides 2 things. One, me and my girlfriend broke up, and she's at the game. Okay, you know, it's gonna be a little weird, but you know, whatever. However, we're gonna have one of her friends is gonna be very important to this last part of the story. We're gonna call him B. Now, B is a little bit on the weird side. Now, B's my ex-girlfriend's mother's student. So
can we focus more on how he's weird?
Okay. So usually at every point of the game,
in the clouds.
He's either
not good stuff. Yeah, nope, that's all the information I needed. All right, thank you.
Yeah. So now you get like the basis of how he is. So everything he says and does, straight out of. And he has a thing with flirting with a lot of girls. That's gonna be important.
He's 27 at age 14, bro.
No, he's a 10th grader. So he's a year above me.
So he's 15, 16, and he acts like he's 30. Alright, got it.
Yes. Yep. So, this one particular day, well, at some point, I thought he was dating my friend. My friend wasn't dating this other girl. So, the other girl breaks up with B. So, B is now, quote-unquote, single. However, he's had multiple rumors spread about him that he's a... would it be a... For sure. Because let's just say he tries to kiss a lot of girls, one after the other, that definitely don't want it or know him. And then we find out, not even 5 minutes later, after we were talking about it. Well, it was like some cheerleaders, like a lot of cheerleaders / band. They were in 8th grade, so they're about 12, 13, he's 15. So, now you know he gets a little touchy with little people a little too young.
Oh god, alright, yeah.
So, in response, what happens? We get a manhunt. A literal manhunt. We're not
He's got 5 stars.
This man has 5 stars. This man has a bounty.
Yeah.
This man has a full-on bounty for his head. We're looking for him. We have a full identification of what he looks like, what he's wearing. We looked for the entire stadium. He was not there. He left. However, on Monday, he still goes to our school. So Monday, there's a little bit of a plan to, you know, beat his ass, jump him, sneak him, and
Knock him unconscious, I think is the goal there.
probably, or just beat the living out of him. Either or.
Well, I mean, I think the unconscious strategy is more reasonable.
Yeah.
You don't have to kill the guy, you just have
You don't have to kill him.
get him
Just
arrested.
gotta, yeah. So now we have that. So that's another story for episode 2 of the podcast. I'll let y'all know how that goes. I think that's all the stories that I've had so far.
One example of where I did something that is dumb enough to be counted as my teacher having to talk to me about it. And that is, listen to this, alright? So, remember my first class, Introduction to Programming. Well, I had a gut feeling in me that said, because of the amount of coding that I've already done before I even got into this class, like, I'm gonna be ahead of this class by, like, a good bit, a lot, actually, when it comes to the knowledge that it's gonna teach. And, no, I was absolutely right. Because of that, I challenged myself, in a way. And I didn't think about how the teacher would get to deal with it. I just wanted to challenge myself. And so what I did, almost every single programming assignment put into one video game.
You put every coding assignment to a video game?
Yes. Absolutely.
I want to play this video game.
No, it's not even that crazy because it's just so basic, so much basic code, and like, the game is a chaotic game where you start off with a button. You gotta click the button, and as more time goes on, you have a chaos meter for every time you click it, and it goes higher and higher, which adds more and more random crap. And I never thought about the fact that my teacher has to look at all this. So when I submit it, he's gonna be spending like 90 minutes straight just reading everything that I did. And it's gonna be a pain.
Shouldn't be. You can't do that. Oh, I feel so bad.
I didn't think about that when I was doing it. I was just like, you know what, this class is so easy.
I feel so bad. I feel so bad. She definitely was just trying to like get through her day. Just like
no, it's a him. It's a he. It's a he.
Oh, it was a he. Oh, that's even worse.
And then the worst part was, I didn't think about the fact that like we did this big project where it was like this like some sort of scratch-a-go thing, and I didn't think I'd have to share it with other students until the day before. I was told that would be a thing I needed to do, and it was just like at home I was like, I can't focus. I used up my medication. What do I do? I'm like, you know, we're just gonna wait until tomorrow and see if I can get things to work. Absolute confusion with people because I don't have a tutorial on the game. The tutorial is gonna be when I finish, because I streamed making the game. Most of it.
God.
Right? So, and then I was gonna edit that, and that would be my tutorial. And all of my coding process, so that way my teacher wouldn't deal with having to look at it for 90 minutes, right? But I haven't made the video, so.
Oh my god! The stream turned into a tutorial?
Because there's no way to know what to do, despite there actually being a page that says kind of what you need to do. But, of course, we had to pull up our game on full screen. Or if it was not on full screen, then what the heck? Why was everyone else doing that? Because it's like you don't need a tutorial on anything else anyways. And that makes sense. The big old project was so simple to understand of how to play, since we all knew what it had to have. But when you have a game that has more different things in it, and you have to do those things before you can even get to what the actual assignment was. Yes. That I believe that's the dumbest thing I have ever really done to get a teacher to actually talk to me about it. I don't think I've ever gotten any crazier. But no, I'm still doing that, but the only difference now is I do everything in a separate assignment, and then if I have free time, I will add that to the game.
Movie's definitely gonna become a game developer.
Chaotic one?
Definitely.
Naturally?
You definitely could work for Epic Games at some point. You know, they're gonna get
Yes.
desperate enough. That's
Yeah, you
hilarious.
get a juicy story there. I guess.
That's fine. That's your best story so far.
That's because I know it the best, because this, again, that's a more recent thing since I'm still working on it to this day.
Oh my god.
Didn't you have a story or something where it's like someone stole a toilet?
Oh yeah. I remember this now. I remember this perfectly. It was middle school. This was middle school. This is not high school. This was middle school. This is when the devious lick challenge was in full altitude. This was like third quarter, or what was the third? I'm not sure. However, it was one of the quarters. It was a little bit, it was like a quarter or two after the first quarter of school. So everybody knows it's school. So we're just kind of like relaxing, chilling. And at some point, we're just kind of like chilling in class, and we hear someone's name get called, and I know this person. We'll call them O. Now O is, let's say that he's a TikToker. Let's just put it at that.
That's your first bad sign, possibly. You don't know where those TikTokers go.
TikToker. So he's always following the newest TikTok trend. And this was when the devious lick trend was a little bit of a...
Oh, that's right.
A little bit of a kicker.
Yeah, I remember what you told me now, too. Continue on.
So guess what? I thought he's suspended for a week. We're so confused, like, why is he suspended? So I talked to him, like, why are you suspended? Out of his backpack, he pulls out a toilet seat.
Yep.
So he let him... So they knew he did
What was the look on his face when he took it out?
Like, everyone just kind of looked at him like, what the fuck?
Absolutely, the new TikTok trend, bro. It's free! There's no way they own that.
The thing is, he was like, oh yeah, they knew I did it, but they didn't have any quote-unquote proof that I did it. So they just gave me off with a suspension. I was like, what?
They didn't look at his backpack for evidence?
That's what I said. I was like, did it not look at your backpack? And he goes, nope. And he walks away with a toilet seat. It's like, what the hell are you gonna do with that?
Profit. I'm gonna make a couple dollars off of this.
I'm gonna get a couple of dollars out of this toilet seat.
Hell yeah.
I asked him, I was like, what the hell are you gonna do with a toilet seat? He goes, I don't know, hang it on my wall or something. Like, hang it on your wall?
Hang it on my wall.
People sat on that thing? You know how many people sat on that? You tell me to put it on your wall? You know how many people pissed on that? You know how many people spit? You know how many, like there's definitely so many germs on that one toilet seat, and you're gonna put it on your wall.
And he also stuffed it in his backpack.
You left it in your backpack at that too? Like, I'm just like, I had so many questions.
Yeah, he did it for TikTok, alright? He's not the wisest.
He did it for TikTok. You don't ask questions when you do things for TikTok.
I guess not. That's why I don't have TikTok. That's just one of the millions of reasons, actually.
After that day, I never saw TikTok as the same thing. Like, a few days later, I'm pretty sure they banned the trend completely. Like, they banned it. Anything
they should have banned it from the start. If a trend is to steal toilet lids, I don't know.
It wasn't even that.
Then why did he do it?
It like it wasn't just toilet seats. It was literally anything that did not belong to you. There's this park I go to a lot to play basketball and football with my friends. Someone stole the little rim, the rim for the basketball hoops. They stole that, or the hoop. Yeah, they stole the rim and the hoop.
Your school doesn't do. All your schools, man, they do a lot crazier stuff. Because mine was just, completely destroy a soap dispenser, leave a bunch of toilet paper on the floor. That's about it. Maybe break a toilet, which is a lot more extreme.
Yeah, so there's three normal basketball hoops, and then there's that one hoop in the corner which is just like the little thing that keeps it up, the backboard, and that's it. There's no hoop.
And TikTok was the reason for why the bathrooms at the middle school I went to is so terrible, anyways. Because I'm like, I had to ask what would be causing all of this stuff to happen, especially since I even got information that the girls' bathrooms were worse than the men's.
That's surprising. That's surprising.
Like, how do you get there?
Usually the guy's bathroom is
The girls' bathroom's like a peaceful, like, meadow feeling, and the guy's bathroom's like chaotic Wales.
Yeah, I always thought the guy's bathroom was way more chaotic than the girls' bathroom.
It is!
So, like,
it's supposed to be!
Yeah, that's what I was.
It's a crime!
I was like,
so like once I get that info, I'm like, oh, what? Then I need to know what is the cause, and the answer was right there. It's TikTok. TikTok's the answer.
I was like so confused. I was like, "There's no way."
I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but this is where the first episode ends. If you want more stories or more content, well, to be completely fair with you guys, I say it's a good thing that we don't have that many stories to talk about, because if we had lots of stories, it would probably mean that the school has problems, or problems related to just your experience in the school that may not be related to what the school is doing. That's why it is most likely a good thing that I didn't have much to talk about. Good job.